So this Eternal Evolution video, I thought I'd just go through and do like a sort of like a stream and just show what the day-to-day runnings are of doing an account that is 38, 46, 51 days in. So start of week 8. Um, all right, so first thing I do, well, actually, if I could go try and progress in story, I would, but I know that I can't. I'm very stuck at the moment. So there's no point trying story. All I do is just for my mission, I go in, hit challenge, and then get out. Buy my 2 tickets in here. I can actually progress in here at the moment. I won't go into it, but if I can't progress at the moment, I am collecting Mooka. So I'll jump in, I'll sweep, and that cost me a 150 gems plus my free one. So 150 gems gets me 1200 of that and 100 of that. So that's pretty good. It's a very good sort of trade of diamonds there. Next up, we go on perimeter. Just go wasteland. If you're very new to play in the first 10 days, week and a half, you can't do the sweep all function. But man, when you can do sweep all, incredible. Hoping for yellow and red runes in the next page. Actually, I do buy this one as well. So there's only 3 things I buy in the shop: red runes, yellow runes, and the talent potion. Jumping into arena. At the moment, there is a reason to do all 5 battles in here. I'm not worried about trying to get top scores or anything, so I just go for the simple win, essentially. Do phase about the team. Yeah, so I've just got 2 strong teams, 1 weak team in here. It's all you ever need in this battle. You just need 2 strong teams. Your last team never matters. If I was trying to actually, what rank am I? 11. Sometimes I try and get a little bit of a better one, but the difference in what I get per hour is not really worth the effort. So I just keep going for the easiest. The only reason we're doing 5 battles in here is because you got the Galactic Challenge or whatever that one is at the moment. So yeah, I just need to get five wins in here to get myself 5 tickets for that challenge. The only thing you want to do with this is that this actually resets in 2 days. So you just want to make sure you're in the top 50, which means you're in the Masters by the end of the reset. And the reason for that is that that's worth 10 limited tickets and 150 yellow runes, I think, and a bit of other stuff, but most of the limited tickets and the runes what you're after. Hell Arena. So one little mistake I made in here is that normally what I do is I hit the hardest guys first and do the easiest guys later. And actually, no, I should have done that, and I didn't do it because I thought I was going to get absolutely smashed. But I got a huge power up, and I jumped up on the server in the last 24 hours or 48 hours. But I can't compete with these guys. Like 10 million CP in their team is phenomenal. Doom I might stand a chance against. It's got pretty even teams. That should be the easy one. I thought that. Well, that top one's got to be the easiest. Let's give that a go. It doesn't matter too much. I'm trying not to get bumped out of the bumped down, but I've kind of gone too late in here. Must be one more I need to hit. So put my strongest team, which is my Daniel team there. That one there. I might get 3 wins out of this, which actually might actually bump me up a little bit. It depends what other people have done. If they've gone for the easy wins first. But yeah, I'm still sitting in the demoted, and that's the end of it now. So I will get demoted in this, unfortunately. I do all my battles in here. Again, I'll just go for the easiest ones. And this one, I only do it for like a little bit of gems. It's not overly worth it. Sometimes you can get some advanced tickets down here. You can get like a set of 3 advanced tickets, which is obviously worth it if you get those. This guy might be pretty tough. I think Durali is actually such an OP character at the moment. So I always do my 5 battles in here, just to pick up a few extra gems and advanced tickets if I can get them. Forces sometimes to lose to. This is a rough combo, but again, I haven't fought these guys since I've had Durali, so yeah, I think she's just smoking them. Actually, Durali did the most damage then. Yeah, she's good to go. She's not even immortal yet either, which is pretty crazy. Enforcers sometimes I struggle against. Was that who I was versing maybe? So this gets you about 150 gems. I've got a reward bonus, which I think is 300 gems maybe. Oh no, 4 advanced tickets. Okay, cool. Not the best, not the worst. Oh, actually, no, advanced tickets I'm pretty happy with. All right, so that is the arena finished. We jump into Soul Mine. Again, I'm stuck on this one. Rakana just keeps going around and nuking my guys, doing almost like one-hit KOs everywhere. I'll finish off doing that. I'd like to get into Crimson Abyss. Buy these. I always max out on these. It's not that expensive to max out on, and it's well worth it. We will try 9. Sometimes I do die on 9, depending on RNG. And this battle takes quite some time, really. It's quite some time, 3 minutes, because yeah, I can't auto. I've got to get the ults off all as fast as possible. Actually, this is not the right team for this. I was just trying to get my limited tickets on stage 7, I think, earlier. Taylor cannot be in this team. I think it needs to be bot mark. No Simo. 4 summoners. Cool. I can't remember if this is the right team or not. But 4 summoners makes sense because Durali and Daniel sync so well having more summoners on the team, so must be right. Durali is quite game changing for this this mode, which wasn't too much of a surprise. But I was kind of expecting that she was going to be a bit of a key player. But how much of a difference she made, I did not realize. And that is because she helps. I think if you got 3 summoners on the field, she increases everybody's damage for a certain period of time, which is pretty cool. Says that hit, whatever that is, does a ton of damage to Kalaza. And sometimes, like especially later on, sometimes that one shots him. And it's just super annoying when I get like almost to the very end and then Kalaza just gets one shotted. And then that's enough to actually stop me from being able to finish this run through. Like you'd almost prefer, or you would prefer for it to happen just straight away so that you know that you're not going to make it that run. It does not work out like that. And then if I run Mazrani and Serena, I can definitely heal enough. But for this setup, because I'm not running like assassins, like someone that can melee, I have to make sure that I kill it with a minute to spare, or else everyone just falls off the back. So it is the trade-off of running summoners as compared to melee. Oh, thankfully, hopefully, fingers crossed, and I'm not talking too soon, that this is not going to be an embarrassing run and I get killed as I'm about to finish him. Yeah, so his next blast comes at 1 minute, or just after 1 minute. I think it's like 56 seconds. But yeah, that's it. As soon as I got that one down, that is key that I have definitely finished this. Have a look at the damage. So Daniel obviously coming in with the win, Senway, Kalaza, and then Durali. Cool. All right, yeah. Really good rewards here, like 1.3 million and 16,500 soul Rubelite for 10 of those runs. Pretty cool. All right, Kitosian. This will be the first time I've done this with Durali, so we won't get rid of you. Actually, summoners aren't very good in this, though. I'll have to have a quick look if this will work. Because he's got an attack that just wipes out all of your summoners all in one hit. So we'll just have to see if we can do anything here. So that attack there is the one that doesn't. You get a 6-second cooldown. So I try and dump all my guys out in this 6 seconds. And then wait for that cooldown again. I think that was it there. Might auto Leo. He should be okay to auto. I think the one that gets me here is the timer. Because, yeah, once you get down to 3 minutes, you've got to have him at 75% health. So the attack. There it is. And we are going to be a wee bit behind. But it does happen in chunks. But yeah, we're a fair bit behind now. And he does actually have another ability where they actually have, the climb is there for them to die. No, so I'm not doing enough. So we will jump out of this one. Who was the other one? No, I'm really bad at that one. So yeah, it's a bit of a struggle street one, but this should be quite easy now. I'm not spending diamonds on getting extra tickets of these at the moment because I am at the point now where I'm not earning enough diamonds to kind of just buy everything. So yeah, got to spend them wisely. And at the moment, this is where I'm cutting away because I'm not high enough level. I'm not far enough into the stages to be worth spending the gems. So you see, yeah, like obviously the difficulty is so much easier on this one. Just easy to do tons of damage. I don't even need Mazrani, I don't think, for this. All right, there's that done. Well, that's good attack. Anyway, all right, cool. Now, obviously, these are just fun. Don't really care too much about doing. Oh, I should do it. Yeah, I don't always do this one just because I get a little bit lazy. But I'm actually at the point now where I'm not even running a healer on this. So I'm just trying to see if I can um, get it down in one go. Oh, actually, no, this is only EX1, so this is quite easy. I'm just trying to do this as fast as possible, basically. So the first one, Daniel actually killed this first wave of little ants. And so I drop one of these on here, and then hopefully I get him respawned quick enough to kill this one off. Yes, there's that. But I only get to do that for that first one, and then after that, I've actually got to summon him on both. There might actually be a way that I can time it to get him to take out both at once. Might give that a crack right now. So I'll just delay dropping the summon on him. And I'll just see if that's enough that I get to wipe out that. Just annoying it's right in that corner, to be honest. No. So yeah, I've got to drop one more of these on here, and then after that, Daniel will just go through and wipe those guys out. So damage for this one. Obviously, Daniel working on the minions. He's not going to do what he would normally do. So yeah, Senway getting a chance to come in first. That's EX1. And Gautier could be good. One advanced ticket. Still can't get into these. I've got no... Like, I haven't got enough hunters. So I have to stick with EX15. But this is quite fun. I don't need to run a healer at all anymore. And the damage is quite massive. Just to speed up a little bit, I put Daniel on manual just so I can drop it on the little bug so he doesn't heal. But before Durali, I used to get Daniel's ult off before the first shield came up, but that doesn't work anymore. But we delay drop on this. And the damage just escalates. But again, yeah, Daniel, even though it's a single target, he's coming in with a big win. And the Terradome is, I'm still short of a lot of prototypes. So by 4, that's your best sort of value point where you can kind of maintain it. Again, Doral is now in all of my teams. I use Doral in all the content throughout the entire game now. This has replaced the need for everybody. I think I can even... I think those two are autos. The rest are manual. So the only thing that's a bit of a shame about this account now is what I was shown before was completely well within your reach of doing 100% copying this account. But now it's a rally. That was off a wish list. I didn't get too lucky on the summons with it, but just for the fact that Durali is not guaranteed to get in every single account, this doesn't really replicate now what you can do. But I mean, you could get a better hero. I mean, if you had like some awesome Dominic banner, he might be better in some stuff. But yeah, I highly recommend if you get the opportunity for Durali and you're following my sort of path that I've done, you cannot go wrong putting as much into Durali as possible. These are the hardest ones to get your limited tickets on. I've actually managed to score them, but it was not easy. It's just such a race against time. Damage here is... I'll just bring it up in a sec. Oh, Flashpoint. That's actually a really good one. Needed Flashpoint. I think I maxed all those other ones. Should be Taylor coming in first. Oh, no. So Daniel, Taylor, Durali. All right. So that's that part done now. Endless Battle. I think we can get into that now. Normally like to... Just because obviously that's a competition where you get some good rewards. I like to get my guys as powerful as possible before jumping into those battles. I think that's everything I can do. Well, worth it because that's like 60% off there, so that's worth the purchase. Go through, get all our rewards now. What did I miss? Events. All right, so we've got some pretty cool possibilities here. So if I get this, going straight into Durali, and there is nothing else on here. Oh, if we get those, we'll be pulling them as well. So let's hope we get some cool stuff. I mean, you don't need to get this early on because you get this whole board, but it's nice to get it early on, obviously. I'd actually prefer this over this, but no luck with that either at the moment. Believe it or not, I've actually had really quite bad luck throughout this. Apart from Daniel, which is super key, I got really unlucky with all of my summons so far. What are we doing? Put another level in. Because I'm so far along in the campaign, once you hit 30, unless you know you're about to progress a whole heap through the campaigns, you just spend all of your resources now. I don't need to hold on to any of it. I might have just... I've got 9 of them already. Be able to pull them soon. The only ones I'm not pulling are these ones because I've got absolutely no use for them until I get everyone up to level 240, which is the goal at the moment. Actually, that will be another copy of Serena. And that is an evolution. Oh, I thought it was. Oh, wait. Got to pull the shards. So Serena's actually still a very, very good hero until they get what looks to be the new um, Wenfear healer next week, which is what all the leaks are about at the moment. Uh, Serena is still a huge use case. And even once the new Wenfear healer comes out, there's still definitely a use case because you've got like Hell Arena, which is 4 teams you need to support now. So yeah, still well worth it. Yeah, so starting to sneak up in the boards now. I was sort of coming 6th and 7th, but again after Durali, sitting up in the top 3 now. And for total ranking, I will be able to take over Ask Scotty, I reckon, but Inbreaker is a little bit too far ahead, I think. So we're just going to be swapping out Leo in this one, chucking in Masrani, leaving Daniel in the back by himself because he did about 600 million damage last time, and Leo only did about 35. So the difference, I mean, if we get up to over 700 million with Daniel, it's better having Masrani in here, even though I don't need a healer, just because of the sheer extra damage that I'm going to pull out with Masrani buffing Daniel. We'll just see. But yeah, Daniel's damage scales so quickly. It's actually possible this is going to do a bit more. See what he does when he drops this. He's at 580 million at the moment. Getting like 10 to 15 million a second. Yeah, he actually pumped out a ton more damage, which is pretty cool. I mean, if my res was a better level, res would be able to escalate his damage massively, but I think res would die pretty quick. So yeah, cool. New record. That's awesome. So we're ditching Leo. We're chucking in Dorali. Can't remember why. Daniel. Why was that? Don't know why we did that. Should be good. And that is good. Yep. So I think actually now they got Durali actually because Durali makes everyone do like 20% more damage and take a lot less damage as well when I've got a big summoner team. Normally Taylor's the MVP, but he might possibly fall behind in this one. I'm not sure. But what I am sure of is the damage is going to be way more this time. than it was last time. But the difference is, yeah, it's actually going to be better to have. That's what it was. Senway and Taylor go in the back row because they together they each get the buff. That blue aura shield around them is the buff from Mazrani to increase their attack, and they just end up doing more damage in this than Daniel. Oh wait, where did? All that happened then was my little Senway dude didn't drop in the circle; he dropped back here, which means he wasn't getting any damage done, or he wasn't dealing any damage. So you can see now Taylor with his buff from Maserani or bouncing around up and down, but in general doing a lot more damage than anyone should. Oh well. I have to see how this plays out. Normally Taylor just jumps in and does a ton more damage. But yeah, main things to keep in mind with this one is you got to be inside the circle to deal damage. Criticals do twice the amount of damage, I think, and non-critical does like 50% damage or something. So yeah, you really do need people doing criticals, but I just don't have assassins. Assassins are built for this one, and summoners don't do criticals. So that's why Taylor does so much better in this than everybody else because he can crit and he can crit well, and he gets more crit as the battle goes on due to his skills. And that's why Taylor and Semway go in the rear just because they'll both get I think it's like 50% attack or something. And it just works better on Taylor because now he's jumping ahead by like 40, 50 million. Should be a record as well. Yeah. So I'm only number one because there's a lot of people that haven't hit. We still need Mr. Caesar, Kiko, and these two as well. Actually, these three can take me over in some of the battles. See what we get in the raffle shop. 36. So we'll get at least one more Gene Hybrid piece, or 8 pieces, and get a couple more limited tickets. It actually took me a while to see how this works, and all it is these ones are oranged out essentially, which means they've been taken, and these ones aren't oranged out. So once I get those two, I'll fill the whole board and I'll get all the rewards. So now I've only got to get that one to get all the rewards. It's going to make me go all the way to the end, looks like. Oh no, I've got it one step early. And if you use 30 rounds on it, it'll clear the board for you completely anyway. Cool. So it's actually good. I'll be getting I'll get enough of these this time to actually get this. So I'll be able to upgrade one of my mythic runes. I'm not sure if I've got any that are overly useful to me at the moment. But I'll be starting to stockpile those. For this, I've been buying red runes. Other people talk about getting some Triple S hero copies. I'm not too fussed. I really need to focus on one character at a time. So red runes is the way to go for me. And down here, I love my XP stuff, so I bought those out. And then, yeah, and then because I like my XP so much, these are important to buy out for me. So I always buy those. And then with my leftover, I am just buying these up. Now with these ones, I don't believe I have anything too special to buy. So I might actually be saving up those for a little while now. Right, now, we'll have a look to see if we've got any summons that we can do. Well, actually, no, we'll set up a quick overview of this. If I ever get any 4-stars, I'll do that. 3-star on the Soul Rubelite, I'll do that as well. And then everything else, I'll re-roll 50 gems. And that's a pretty good setup. Each one of these stars is worth 10 XP. So I need to get another 504 XP. So I need another 54 of these stars. Once I get 54 stars, I'll level up to the next level, and I'll be able to start getting legendary, which is 5-star. So they'll be worth 50 XP each. But also the quantity of rewards that I'll get will be upgraded as well. So it'll go from like 104 to like 300. So for me, the most important thing is to actually make sure, rather than what the actual reward is early in the game, I'm more focused on how many stars it is, and I'll spend a few diamonds to actually get the stars. Oh, have I got a good one of these? Not the best. Damn challenges. Who can I chuck in here? I think 140 million or something is what I'm up to at the moment. A bit more than 140. A fair bit more than 140. All right. What I'm buying in the shop at the moment. So back to goods. Still buying these. I just need that for Hyper Evolution. I've never played this game far enough to do Hyper Evolution. Always buying the red runes. And if you're early game, you can use those, but I've got like 1,000 red ones now. Do need to get a couple of them. We'll be buying these soon because I'll be able to reset. I think I'll still be on the banners by one day. I do actually like buying these because you just got a chance of getting some triple S heroes and some red runes. But I am going to save this time to actually get a copy of her, even if it's just one, because that's pretty important. I think we're pretty much done now. Actually, we're going to do a few summons, weren't we? See if we've got anything lined up. No, we got one short there. We got one short there. All right. Well, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. A bit of a longer stream. Just wanted to kind of show how you run a day to day. But that is everything. So, peace. Bye.